Hello students, welcome back to live classes. I hope you all are safe and sound at home. Today we are going to start with the first chapter of final term, that is heat transfer. So let us start with the introduction. What is heat? Heat is a form of energy and always flows from a high temperature to a low temperature. Thus hotness or coldness of an object depends on the direction of the flow of heat. Heat flows if there is a temperature difference. The greater or larger the difference in temperature, the faster the energy flows. Now there are three modes of heat transfer. The first is conduction, convection and radiation. It is a very important topic related to this chapter, so I am going to explain what is conduction, convection and radiation in a single example. Over here you can see a fire, and this is the flame of the fire. So first of all I will explain you conduction. If I am going to bring a conductor near to the fire, this is an iron rod, it acts as a conductor, and if I am going to hold it with my hand, what happens? First of all, the particles over here are going to attain heat energy or gain heat energy, and what happens? They are not going to move from its original position, they are going to transfer its heat to another molecules, and that molecules is going to transfer its heat to another molecule, and the process continues until and unless the rod as well as the fire attain an equilibrium condition. So you can see in conduction actual movement of particles does not take place. Let us move to convection. Now you can see the flame of the fire. Now what happens as the flame of the fire is rising up? The air particles that are present near the fire are going to attain or gain heat energy, and the property of a hot air is to move upward, so it will move upward. So if we are going to put our palm above the fire, we are going to feel the heat of the fire. So that is convection, means actual movement of particle is taking place. Now let us come to radiation. What is radiation? The heat energy emitted by the fire, uh, which we are feeling if we are going to put our palm like this. So the heat energy that is being emitted by the fire is absorbed by our hand is called radiation. Why it is called radiation? Because it is not conduction, it is not a method of conduction, because in conduction a conductor should be there, some sort of conductor should be there. In convection, hot air always rises upwards. It does not move in this direction or in this direction. So this is radiation. I hope all the three methods are very much clear to everyone. Let us move to another topic, that is difference between boiling and evaporation. What is boiling? The process by which liquid changes into gaseous state at some fixed temperature by absorption of heat energy is known as boiling. For example, water changes into steam at 100 degree Celsius on heating. Now let us see with the help of an example. So it is a container in which a water is being filled up. So what happens? Boiling is a continuous process. Boiling occurs on the entire mass of the liquid, and it is also the vaporization of the liquid, but it occurs rapidly. As a liquid is heated, its molecule absorb heat energy and move faster. When the liquid starts to boil, bubble of vapor bubble of vapor form within the liquid and rise to the surface. The temperature at which this happens is known as the boiling point of the liquid. So when we are going to supply some sort of heat to the container, what happens? The molecules at the base, they are going to gain heat energy, As they are going to gain heat energy, they are going to collide with each other. So as they are going to collide, they escape. They become vapor and escape. What happens as they are going to escape? The place over here becomes weakened. So the molecules that are present over here is going to take their position and the process continues. This is how boiling occurs. Let us move to evaporation. The change of a substance from its liquid state to its gaseous state at any temperature below its boiling point is called evaporation. In this process also liquid changes into its gaseous state but below its boiling point, and it is also called a surface phenomena. Why it is called a surface phenomena? Let us see with the help of an example. There is a water in a beaker, and if I am going to supply some sort of heat, so the water molecules that are present at the surface are going to collide with the molecules that are present in the atmosphere. When they are going to collide, there will be a collision, and they are going to gain a sufficient heat energy. As they are going to gain a sufficient heat energy, they are going to escape from the surface. So this is evaporation. Evaporation is a type of vaporization of a liquid that occurs on the liquid's surface. As I have already told you, it is a state of transition from a liquid to the gaseous state. The process occurs slowly when the water on the surface is transferred at the atmosphere through evaporation. These vapors rise to form clouds. Evaporation is not only the process that can change a substance in the liquid state to gas. I hope both the topics are clear to everyone. Now let us see some differences between boiling and evaporation on the basis of their property. The first property is type of phenomena. What type of phenomena a boiling is and what type of phenomena an evaporation is. Boiling is a bulk phenomena. That is, it occurs throughout the liquid. As you can see, it occurs throughout the liquid, so that is why it is called a bulk phenomena. Whereas evaporation is a surface phenomena. Evaporation takes from the surface, so that is why it is called a surface phenomena, which takes place only on the surface of the liquid. Temperature required. In both, the temperatures are required, but in boiling it occurs only at the boiling point of a liquid, but in evaporation it occurs at any temperature. Boiling occurs at 100 degrees Celsius, but evaporation occurs at all temperature. Formation of bubbles. In boiling, formation of bubbles takes place within the liquid. Then they move up and burst into the gas. But in evaporation, bubble does not form. Energy. The source of energy is required in boiling. Well, when we are going to supply a source of energy, then the water or a milk in a container is going to boil. But in evaporation, source of energy is given out by the surrounding. We never used to give source of energy like the water in the river, it evaporates. And the last is temperature of liquid. In boiling, the temperature remains constant, that is 100 degree Celsius. But in evaporation, the temperature of liquid tends to decline. It will decrease continuously, it will decrease. I hope all the topics are clear to everyone. Next time when we are going to meet, I am going to start with a new topic. Till then, be safe and goodbye.